Hey folks, welcome back. So yeah, I went ahead and had a little debate with myself. It only lasted about 5 minutes. And I decided, yeah, you know what? It's time. We are going to do...
Let's make our enemies regret.
Finally do my archery leveling that I kept talking about. Oh, hello. Where did he come from? Bro, you don't belong here. Now see, if I had cows and chickens and all that here already... there would be problems. Oh, where did, I wonder where what's-her-name went. She might have got rocketed up into space. That happens. You up there, Aaliyah? Oh, there she is. A little excitement before we get crafting. Alright guys, so I decided to come to my build home because this is where I've got all my stuff. Hey, Jules! Good to see ya! Somebody must be done with restaurant work for the night. I haven't been on this late in a while, so I've been missing you. Oh, hey Haley! Good to see you too, so to speak. Alright guys, just real quick leveling video tonight. So I wanted to do this crafting here in my my humble abode, and main reason again because I have all the crafting ingredients that I've been collecting for like a long time now. So I think they're all in this sack. I'm just going to go ahead and drop a hard save here, guys. Anytime you're doing anything with perk tree stuff, leveling, always put a hard save down. Reason being, if you make a big boo-boo, no harm, no foul. Just back that save up and give it another go.
It was truly a glorious hunt.
So before I really get into it, I just want to show you real quick what I've got cooking here. So I've got Aaliyah with me. That's key number 1. I'm going to work on archery. And guys, I hate resetting my archery to legendary because anything under level 40, I'm not okay with it. Like, I can't really zoom in and slow down time. So the goal is to get that archery up to level 40 ASAP. Now I'm already at a level where I have not bought training yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, again, I've got that hard save down, so I'm going to go ahead and reset that skill to legendary. And guys, I already reset my alchemy to legendary some time ago, and you know, I went ahead and crafted some dummy potions, excuse me, there for some selling power. But I'm going to continue simultaneously working on alchemy, which is why I kind of call this a leveling system. So yeah, guys, I've been waiting for this. Archery. The good thing is you get all the perks back. Booyah. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and get that first one dumped in there. Okay, guys, so here it is. The goal is 40. I want to get there as soon as possible. Now, keep in mind, you can only level, or excuse me, train 5 times.
I'll show you what I know.
So it's only going to get me up to 20. That's only halfway there. So yeah, what I'm going to do here is, as I'm doing all this other stuff, my overall level progress is going to continue going up. Not only while I'm training with her, but once I start, you know, getting back into the alchemy. So again, that's part of the strategy here, to get that up as quickly as possible. So as soon as I hit level 61, I'm talking to Aaliyah here, and I'm doing it all over again. Alright guys, now that I kind of told you the gist of what I'm doing here, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. And with that, let's get leveling. Alright, so just to make sure I don't do any of this out of order or incorrectly, and I'm going to grab all this stuff, guys. So now, I normally don't reset my archery, or my alchemy for that matter, until I have two super suits. So I'll show you super suit number 1. I'm actually already wearing it. It's got all the... and this is all maxed out, by the way. This is as high as I could craft it up in both smithing, and this is as high as I could craft these things up in whatever superpower I wanted. In this case, bows do 51% more damage. So I've got my super suit for bows do 51% more damage. And I've even got the Falmer circlet stack if I really want the extra attack power. So yes, I'm going to be resetting the skill, and yes, that's going to bump down the power of the bow. I think I was at 709 Let's see what we're down to now. 311. So it cuts the base damage of the bow down in under half. So, you know, 709, half of that would be 350 something. So yeah, considerably lower on the damage. But the good thing is, notice all that elemental damage, that still stands. So that's another thing I really wait for is, you know, get that enchanting up and get those superpowers enchanted there into the bow. That's chaos damage too, by the way. So I got a lot going on here. So I could actually go out with this bow right now and it's still okay. But again, the thing I don't like about it is the zooming in and the slowing down time. I really like having those when I'm out doing my archery work. And give me just 1 second here. I've got a red light lighting up. I need to make sure my internet is okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Dodged a bullet there. So,
Half my skills I learned from
just to show you a little bit on the perk tree, what I did there. I've got enchanting all the way up this tree. So this all goes into that chaos damage. You got fire, frost, shock. And of course, I've got the stall rim, so the frost is doing extra damage bonus on that bow. So that's where a lot of that elemental damage comes from right there. Not only that, over here in destruction, I've got these all bumped twice, and those also stack with that elemental damage. So it's not all about the base damage of the bow. The damage output is all of that. It's the base damage plus the elemental damage. So if you take all of that into consideration as a whole, I probably went from about 1,000, maybe 1,000 and change, down to 600 or so, you know, just rough math there. So it's not night and day difference, but it is a noticeable difference. But as we continue, you know, upgrading, training with Aaliyah here, getting that bow bumped, that attack power will also increase with that. So anyway, guys, another super suit I like to have already crafted is going to be the Alchemy super suit. So yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and equip that. And I'm going to be weighted here, and I'm totally okay with that. So again, guys, the circlet and Falmer helmet stack. This is really going to bump the potion power here. And the stronger we can get these potions, the higher it progresses the alchemy leveling. So that's why this is so important. You get the better bang for your buck. Not only that, the potions sell better. Okay, so alchemy, alchemy, alchemy. We've got 5 pieces of super suit going into alchemy right now. And guys, my go-to, well, now that I've got, you know, all this, I've been collecting ingredients for a while, guys, like, a while. I think it's Fortify Health. Heck, I can't remember. I know the ingredients. It's Giant's Toe and Wheat, but that is the strongest selling potion.
I wish I was there.
Not only that, watch this alchemy stat just go through the
It seems you
roof.
handled yourself just fine.
Look at that, sells for 2,000. And my alchemy ain't even 100 yet. I'm like 40 something. 42. So now watch this alchemy stat just go bonkers. Okay, that is, I had it right. Potion Fortify Health. How did I not see that? It's right there. Okay, so yeah. Now, none of the other combinations do that. This is the only combination that really gets the dollar amount up. Well, actually, that's a anniversary edition item there, so if you've got the anniversary edition, you've got that ingredient, you know, sure, feel free to bump that. You might even be able to get rid of the Giant's Toe, actually. No, wait a minute. The wheat. Nope, actually you need all 3. That's one of the rare cases where having 3 actually gives you higher value. But again, if you don't have... And again, that's anniversary content. Okay, now Void Essence, we do have, that's vanilla. So yeah, those 3 ingredients, it looks like, really bumps that value up. But I'm not big on using 3 ingredients, that's good enough for me. Really, the key here is to get the leveling done. And that is insane, guys. My damage, magic, or regen, those were good too. But this particular fortify health just really gets the leveling done. Okay, now if I really wanted to, I could go use the trainer in Whiterun, the alchemist there, because she's also a trainer, but I think she cuts off at 51. So you know, I was close enough, I figured, why bother? Not only that, I want to use my 5 training slots for Aaliyah, not the alchemy. And it's all about numbers. Okay, so I'm not going to cook all of these. I'm going to go ahead and call that good enough there. My next go-to potion is damage, magic, or regen. And I really like the blue mountain flower and the hanging moss. That's one of them. Really, all of these are pretty solid. Try to avoid using too many butterflies. We use those for our enchanting potions. Yeah, so again, all these are pretty solid. It's just really all about numbers. They're not going to sell as strong, but... Okay, again, that's an anniversary content thing there. But yeah, the eggs... In fact, I think hanging moss combines with something else, not blue mountain flower. Or it is blue mountain flower. Okay, 1655. That's pretty good. Okay, those kind of do the same thing. I'm just going to stick with those because I've got big numbers on both of those. So again, this is where having numbers really matters. And this is why I call this kind of like mid-game leveling. Because by mid-game, you know, you've probably been out picking tons of stuff, collecting tons of stuff. You can really just sit here and grind a whole bunch of potions out. And guys, all of these sell. So not only are we bumping alchemy right now, which, you know, once I level, I'm going to start bumping my archery again with my faithful trainer Aaliyah there. But all these potions sell, so you know you can go buy a whole bunch of soul gems, say, and then get your money back by selling the potions. Not only that, while you're doing all that, you know, buying and selling, you're also bumping your speech. So again, when I say it's like a leveling system, that's really the most accurate way I know how to describe what we're doing here.
Let's get going.
Wait a minute, I don't think I can train with her until I actually cash in the level. And every time I do this, I drop a quick save. So I've got the hard save before I did anything, and I've got these quick saves as interims because sometimes you go to train and it doesn't count one of them. I don't know why, it's like a glitch. But then you can just reload that quick save, give the training another go, and get all 5 of them. Okay, from here I'm probably going to concentrate more on the health and stam. I got the magic awful high. I need to keep that in mind. Alright, Aaliyah, let's do this.
Let's get going. I'll show you what I know.
Yeah, mad rupees. You are not joking. I love that word rupees, by the way. I say it constantly. There's nothing quite like rupees. Alright, looks like I got all 5 of them, and I notice if I go slower, it tends to help them to work better. Alright guys, more leveling underway. Whoop, wait a minute. Yeah, Blue Mountain and Moss. Again, I kind of like to give this a minute, you know, to stay caught up to what I'm doing. I'm gonna have so many of these potions. Oh, I am totally brain farting right now. So as I'm increasing alchemy, I need to be dumping perks in there, you know, to get the potions up. Because these should be selling stronger. That's what I'm doing wrong here. My mistake. Okay, so when I hit level 80, I'll hit that one again. So yeah, Poisoner. Okay, I don't think that one increases the value. I think the Benefactor might. Heck, I can't remember. No, because I'm doing a poison. Damage, magic, or regen. That might increase. Okay, so that is worth 2,000 now, and that's just because I leveled up. You know, the more you level up the alchemy, the better. So I dumped that perk in on the bottom one there. That's what bumped that up. So yeah, when I hit level 80, I'll do that again. That'll continue to go up in value. So honestly, I don't think this perk is going to increase the value, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If it doesn't work out, I'll reload that save. And get the perk back. Okay, no, it sure does not. That's why I love the saves in this game. Not all games give you this ability. You know, the game just does its own saving or whatever. So yeah, I definitely like this ability in Skyrim. I use it constantly. Okay, so we're up to 2,000. Not a bad deal. Not only that, it's stronger on that bar too. Every one we craft, we're getting stronger leveling. As soon as I hit 80, I'll get another bump on that. I still have 150 hanging moss. We can level for days. Alright, there's 80. And I'm glad I got that perk point back. Now let's see what we're up to. Another 300 bones, loving it. Not only that, it's pushing the leveling faster. Almost there. Aaliyah! Guess he's back for more! Okay, so this will get us to 30, so at least after this round of training, I will be able to get the zoom in. I won't be able to slow down time yet.
I'll show you what I know.
But we're almost there. Okay, now remember, that bow was... Now this is without super suit, so it's not going to show a very strong attack power right now. 107. Because I don't have any, you know, clothing items equipped anymore for archery. But 107. Let's see what happens when I get this perk installed. I'm not level 40 yet, so I can only do that once. So yeah, we need level 40 for those two, for sure. Okay, so it really didn't raise it much. That's okay. I have not yet begun to fight. I'm gonna be level 65 before this is all done and said. And this isn't the only one, by the way. I know the damage magic regen are my go-to, but there's others. In fact, if I start getting kind of low on hanging moss, I'll switch gears and I'll go to some other... Like, paralysis, guys. Pretty much all things paralysis work real well. There it is. We just hit legendary on alchemy again. Okay, while I'm at it.
Let's get going. I'll show you what I know.
Alright, after this, only 5 more, and then we can get back to the actual gameplay. It's time well spent, guys. I know, it might be a little tedious to have to do this, but definitely time well spent. Okay, so since I reset that, now watch how weak these potions are going to craft. Same potion, same recipe. 829. But that's okay. Watch what happens when I just craft one of these bad boys. It's going up 2 for each. I mean, that's going to start tapering off here. Oh, wait a minute. See, I need to pay more attention. Every 20, you can pop another perk into that alch. And then when I open up Poisoner, that'll bump the value up. So I got 10 more to go here. Again, sticking to the same recipe. See, I'm already at 1,000. Okay, there's 30. Awesome sauce. Then when I hit 40, I'll put another one in the bottom and that'll bump it even more. See, I'm up to almost 1,300 now. There it is. I think this is where I started with alchemy, so I've already blown through 100. Whoop. And yeah, I'm starting to get kind of low on the mosses. I'm up to 1,500 again. Nice. I mean, I could keep going with the damage magic region. You know, there's plenty of other combinations here. That's a good one. Big numbers there. When the mountain flowers start getting low, I'd probably switch over to like chicken's eggs, you know. Spider eggs for sure. Spider eggs and nightshade make a pretty good potion. So again, big numbers there. You know, I could keep going with that, but I want to showcase some of these other ones also. So these are decent. You know, again, if you've got big numbers, you know, it might be worth throwing a few of those together. Same thing with block. Just to kind of show you some of those ingredients there. Carry weight can really start getting expensive, but I don't always have big numbers in these ingredients, so I tend to stay away from that. One-handed, that's another decent one where you can get some big numbers on some things. Sneak. Maybe not so much the sneak, I just know I get big numbers on some of this stuff. So like that one in particular, again, decent. 757, it's not terrible. Two-handed, that's another one. Same type of party there. Invisibility. That's generally a good, strong selling... Yippers. Now the Nimroot, make sure you've got enough back, you know, for that quest. They want 20 in Rift in there. Truce eggs, pretty much all the glowy stuff. Vampire dust, that's another one. So yeah, invisibility is another good go-to. Paralysis, I already mentioned that, but I'll show you the ingredients. Again, sometimes you can get big numbers on this one. In particular, the Canis root, the imp stole, and the swamp fungal pods. Slow, that's another good one. Trama root, especially if you've gotten over to Solstheim, and Salt Pile, of course, are massive quantities. Now, I really haven't been going to Solstheim to get a ton of Trama root. I should have been. I've just been kind of slacking on that, but not only Trama root, but the Death Bell. So again, that's one of my other go-tos. And that's pretty much it. I mean, those are the ones that sell good and strong, and, you know, I've got big numbers. So I'll probably go back over to Paralysis. Almost there, guys. Level 64 is right around the corner. Oops. Getting a little ahead of myself there. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and bump this to 60 so I can do all this in the perk tree all at once. There we go. Alright, let's do... Definitely get this quick save. I want to make sure I get all 5 of my training.
Let's get going.
To make sure I hit level 40 on that bow. Just in case the game glitches out and it doesn't give me one, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going to reload that quick save. Cost 420, just saying. Alright, got all 5, bye-bye! Archery 40. Thank you so much, Aaliyah.
Time for action.
Thank you for your service. Okay, let's get back over to... Archery, dump a perk in there. Okay, here it is, guys. I'm good to go. So that's what it is all about for me. As soon as, I know I'm at a point in my game where I can get this reset and get my archery back to this perk tree setting, I'm good. So now, I'll just go back out, start playing the game. As I go out and shoot things, my archery will continue to grow. When I hit level 60, I'll dump some more in here. I'll also go up the perk tree a little bit to the left, and I'll get that back in there, because that is nice to have, that staggering. In fact, it's going to be quite noticeable when you're out and about. It's going to be quite noticeable. Things won't stagger, so they're just going to kind of keep trucking toward you. So this is another nice one to have. Of course, can draw the bow faster. See, I'm definitely going to notice that missing, but it's manageable. And now, again, I don't have my super suit donned, but I'll show you what that's up to now. 150. So now if I really wanted to, I could sit here, keep leveling the bow, doing the thing with the alchemy. I've definitely got the ingredients to do that. It's just a matter of, do you want to put more time into it at this point or not? Let's see, if I wanted to get that all the way up to quick shot, wow, that's level 70 in archery. I'd be here quite a while. 30 more levels? Ouch. Hey, Fiji Paws, good morning. And ironically, it's morning for me too. It's 1:30 in the morning. It is quickly approaching my bedtime. So yeah, do I want to do this? I've definitely got the ingredients to cover it. I've definitely got Aaliyah here. She's a master trainer. So she can train me up to 70 for sure. But honestly, I think I'm okay. I'll just go out and play with the bow. I'll go ahead and throw that super suit on real quick so you can see what we're up to now on attack power. Now remember, we started at 709 with this particular super suit. Okay, there's my bows for bracers. There's my bows for circlet. I won't put the stack on right now. And then there's the bows with the necklace. Bows with the ring. Okay, so 452, not bad, guys. Again, when you take into account all the elemental damage that goes along with that, 709, 450, that's about 250 less. That's not terribly noticeable. So again, it's just really up to y'all. I've kind of shown you the roadmap now. If you've got the ingredients to cover it, by all means, feel free to continue crafting your potions, continue leveling, and then doing your training with Aaliyah and get that bow bumped to where you're comfortable. Me personally, this is normally where I stop. But for the purposes of the video series and, the gameplay, I might just go ahead and cut the stream here since I've already kind of showed the steps. And I might just do this offline, just off to the side here somewhere when I have some free time. And get those other 30 bumped and finish up that perk tree on that bow. I might even have to reset alchemy once more in order to make that happen. I should not be wearing a Falmer. Oh, that's right, I had alchemy going. That's better. So yeah, it's all about the super suits. And of course, at this point I would just download, if I were to call it done, I would put all my ingredients back in the pouch there. And then guys, all these potions. Look at all that selling power. There is nothing I cannot buy in this game right now and not get my gold immediately back in my pocket. I mean, this is just absolute insanity. I'm not even going to be carrying, I'm not going to be carrying all this around. It's a lot of weight. See, I'll dump a lot of these in this barrel here, just for later selling purposes. But yeah, guys, for now, I think I'm just going to call this tutorial good. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I know it's late. Jules, definitely always appreciate you having you late night. Mad rupees indeed. Booyah. Gotta question that jewelry stat. What jewelry stat? Refresh my memory. What was I doing there? Oh, like the necklace and the ring? Think you were talking about these, maybe? Yeah, and if I really wanted to, I got the bow up to 452. This is where that Falmer helmet and circlet stack would really help. After going legendary. So let me go ahead and equip that also. And now we'll see what that got the bow up to. 528. So it went up a little. About 175 less now than where we had it. So yeah, guys, good stuff. Definitely good stuff. Okay, does my character look right? Yep, circlet's equipped. Bracers, yes, bracers. Necklace. Yeah, we're good. Alright guys, yep, it's definitely approaching bedtime here, so... Jules, did you have a question about the jewelry, or... Am I reading that wrong? I'm probably reading it wrong, I'm super tired. Alright, Fiji Paws, yep, definitely hope you have a good day on your side of the world there. I'll be up in about 8.5, 9 hours from now. That'll be fun. Yeah, so tomorrow around noon, I'm going to try to get back on. I don't know if it's going to be Skyrim or one of the other games, but I actually thought I was going to do a Subnautica stream tonight. And I really wanted to, so I could kind of get enough content out so there's enough to chew on for y'all, you know, if you decide to start playing the game. Because I haven't gotten that far in yet. I didn't even repair the radio. So I thought, well, maybe I would do some unscheduled, you know, Subnautica stuff just to get content pushed. But I started thinking about it, and then I overthought it, and then I was like, you know, I made a schedule for a reason. Maybe I should just stick to that. And I definitely didn't want to upset anybody by, you know, jumping the gun and doing a whole bunch of unscheduleds on that one. So anyway, yeah, I'm just rambling now because again, I'm tired. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely hope you all have a good night, and Fiji, for you, a good day. And until the next time, peace out, y'all.